got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we go. So New York will get their first possession. There's Cunningham with a three. Washington grabs the miss. And the Pacers are aptly named, Doris. They are looking to get out and run.
Oh, B.A., this is a fun basketball style to watch. Very up-tempo, pass first, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. They have the depth to wear out their opponent. And if you listen to the guys who play against them, what they admire most is their consistent commitment to this identity. They are locked in on who they are and how they win.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Brunson outside. Brunson missing again. Pass to Pippen. Here's Knipple. 5 to shoot. Picked by Gobert. Wide open. Cunningham on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land. Cunningham's got 5.
And Cunningham has to continue to improve his three-point shot. It's very important for his development.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Porzingis misses.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
Puts it up from 15. Pippen right side. Over Brunson. Pippen, no good.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Knipple. Picked by Gobert. A shot from the high post. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Yeah, showing off his ability as a shooter. Just keeping Knipple off the arc won't stop him.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Indiana shooting their first free throws here for the night. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
B.A., there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Pacers trail by 6. Down low. Fast break. Here comes New York.
Well, a spectacular athlete is Andrew Wiggins, and when he's got a chance to get in space and transition, forget about it.
Brunson on the drive. And he lays it up and in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The Knicks making a switch here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Knipple. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Knipple's got 5 now.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
Cunningham with the ball. Gafford picks him up. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Cunningham. got 7.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Brunson. Rebounded by Champagnie.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Jordan, the screen. And it's New York scoring again.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Knipple. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And so it's New York. Of 15 points as this quarter concludes. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Right wing. Now here's Washington. Yet to see a basket. Thompson. Knipple with the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you, Brian.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. They set the pick. Pass to Champagnie. Stolen by Gafford. Here's Brunson. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. Pacers trail by 21. Pass to Clark. Anthony up top. And Indiana misses again.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And here's Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple. This one for 3. The putback. New York leading by 21. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. New York shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Pacers making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. And here's LeVert for three. He drops it from range. LeVert got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Connects from downtown. Pippin's got 7 points.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And Murray launches it from deep. And Indiana misses again. LeVert up top. Over Brunson. Offensive rebound. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration. Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Here's Jenkins. Still no points. The shot by LeVert, no good.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Thompson at the line, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so it's the New York Knicks cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Get up and get ready for one, man. It's your Knicks breaker and crew.
Now the Pacers with it. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. To the paint. Pass to Clark. Back to Washington. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pippen outside. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Spencer. Off target with the three.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Knipple's got 10.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And the shot goes in. He's got 13.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Washington outside. No good on the triple.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Here's Cunningham. And it's New York scoring again.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back over to you, Brian.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass. And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Here's Cunningham. The kick out to Wiggins. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. It's LeVert on the wing. New York working the ball around now. Just 3 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, Green knows he has the green light to fire off the catch, and shooting is all about rhythm. He looked in rhythm there.
Here's Jenkins. No points so far. LeVert outside. From the top of the key. Pass to Champagny. Goes back up. Goes up again. And here's Green from the arc. They get it back. Here's Jenkins. On the wing, Green. Jordan, the screen. To the middle. Over Gafford. Tries yet again. And Jordan lays it up and in.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
The offensive rebound. And it's Gafford missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen. LeVert with the ball. And Anthony picks him up defensively. The putback. Pass to Champagny.
Pacers foul.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. He does not get the second one. And so it's New York. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for New York. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Here's Champagnie. Off target from 3-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Brunson outside.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Champagnie. Here's Knippel. Offline with a 3. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. There's Cunningham with a 3. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Brunson surveys. For 3, Anthony. Nails it from 3.
You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The baseline J. And that one's good for Brunson.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Pass to Brunson. Out to Thompson. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time.
Andrew Wiggins.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Cunningham. Yep, that one's good. Cunningham's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, a graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
Rudy Gobert. Second personal foul.
He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
I think what really pops about Kristaps Porzingis is 7'3", yes, but it's the sweet shooting stroke and the deep range. But let's not forget, when this guy came in the league, he was an absolute force as a shot blocker.
Pass to Brunson. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, BA? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Cade Cunningham.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Clock at 6. Pippen. And again, the Knicks missing. Three-pointer Anthony. Off target with the shot. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.